I think every DJ that I know would have this problem. Do I even want to smell it? I'm a bit scared. Why are we gatekeeping?
We will find out
We'll
later.
find out later.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Sip or Truth, an interview with a twist. Today we're here with DJ Kopi Peng.
Hi.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Kopi Peng, also known as Gia. I just started DJing last year, actually. So this is like still very new to me, but it's been super fun since I started. So, yeah.
That is awesome. I'm gonna spin this, and you're gonna grab and catch.
Okay.
Whatever we land on, that's what I love.
Okay, got it. Let's go.
Ready?
Yeah.
We're ready for round one.
Okay, cool, perfect.
Okay.
My finger was like almost at the hard one.
It's okay, it's okay. My show, I get to do whatever I want. If
Cool.
even 4 fingers was on the hard and 1 finger, I would be like, okay, if
Love
you're
that.
nervous, we can go with easy. Okay, so let's go from the start. You said you've been DJing for a year. How did that start? How did your career start?
So even before I started playing in public, actually it was technically I've only played in public for like the last 9 months maybe. But how I started was back in January 20. What year is this? It's 2026, 2025. My sister came to visit, and actually, so my boyfriend's a DJ. Let's just start with that.
Okay.
He's been DJing for many years, and for the longest time, he's always asked me like, do you want to learn how to DJ? Like, we need more like female DJs. Like, you should really just give it a try and try to learn. And it was never something that I kind of found myself like, yeah, let's do it. Like I want to be a DJ. So it's kind of like one of those things where it just becomes like, oh, do you want to try? And I'm like, no, it's okay. Like, it's never really been like something that was at the top of my head. And then my sister came to visit, and she was staying with us. She was the one that went, hey, can you teach me how to DJ?
Oh.
And then I was like, oh, you want to learn how to DJ? And then obviously my boyfriend said, yeah, sure, I'll teach you. So when he was teaching her, I was like, what are you guys doing? What's happening? What's going on? So while he was teaching, and he's a really good teacher, so I heard everything that he was like telling her, and it kind of stuck to me. So I was also listening at the same time, even though I wasn't actively there. And when he was teaching her all like the theory and how to use how to use the controller, all the technical stuff, I got very intrigued. And I'm also somebody that likes to try new things. It's just DJing has never been one of those things I tried.
Okay.
So at that moment, I was like, you know what? Why not?
Yeah.
So it was kind of serendipitous in that way, where she wanted to start, and I was just kind of like, yeah, that looks really fun.
Yeah.
So when she was doing it and I was listening to everything, I'm like, you know what? Let me just try. So I was like playing around with it. And then I kind of got hooked, because once you get past like the entry, which is just learning the technical stuff, everything else is just for fun.
Yeah.
Like you just kind of put whatever music you want, you kind of just play. And then I just kind of saw it as a challenge, and I'm also somebody that loves challenges. So when somebody tells me like, okay, I'll give you an exercise, try to do this. So my boyfriend was like, oh, why don't you just try like looking for songs?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, that sounds pretty fun. Like, let me just try to put together like a playlist that I want to play around with. And then I tried doing that. And then there's this thing that happens when you start looking for songs. You just start looking for more songs.
Yeah.
And you look for more songs, you look for more songs.
Yeah, it never ends.
Yeah, so it just became like, it has just been never ending since then. And then I was just kind of playing by myself at home, just playing for myself and just, letting my boyfriend listen whenever I play. And then a friend of ours, who is also a DJ, he started a collective called House Blend. And that was like the first time they ever did a show. And it was also at a friend's cafe.
Okay.
And he was like, hey, do you want to play? And I was like, in public? In front of people? Like for a show? He's like, yeah, why not? Like it'll be our first show also. And it will be at our friend's cafe. It's perfect. Like no pressure. You can just play whatever you want. And I had like maybe a month or 3 weeks before the actual show. And I was also really busy with work, and I'm busy with so many things. But then I was like, you know what? If not now, when? So I kind of took the challenge and I just went, you know what? Sure, let me just play. And obviously at that time I didn't have like my DJ name. I didn't have anything. I wasn't prepared, but I just did my best. And then I played for the first time. That was in April or May last year. So that was kind of how it started. And then ever since that moment, it's just been like, oh, I kind of did the hardest part, which is like playing in front of people. So why don't I just start playing more? And then it just kind of, it never ended since then.
That's a cute story. You know, there's this technique which they use on toddlers to get them to do something.
I am a toddler. I may be.
The way you said that, you went to your sister like, what you guys doing?
No, literally, I felt like it was so fun to also see her play, like play around with it, like, you know, basically like a kid, right? You're just like trying something new. And I kind of had FOMO, and I was like, what are you guys doing?
They want to make a toddler do something like, yeah, let's mommy and daddy do this, and the kid's like,
Yeah, that was basically me. That's how it started.
I really like that psychology that happened. You're like,
Yeah, and I think it was like a win for my boyfriend too, because he's been telling me for so long to try it, and I was just like,
maybe that was the plan.
maybe it's like
No.
if he tells me something, I'm just like, no,
Yeah.
it's okay, I don't want to do it, and then suddenly
So
it's
then
like,
I think you went to her sister and was like, ask me, you want to learn to DJ? So she wants to learn.
maybe, who knows, some reverse psycho stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So in this year, given that you're in the DJing community as well, how has the community treated you so far?
I think I haven't played enough shows with other DJs specifically, but the ones that I have played with, they've been so kind, they've been so fun. I think every experience that I've had to be able to play with other DJs has been quite an eye-opening experience for me as well, because you meet new people, especially new DJs, like other new DJs, right? And we all have this like same excitement of just like the excitement and the nerves that kicks in right before a show. And you can see everyone's just like, oh my God, like I'm so excited, but also I'm so nervous.
Yeah.
And I like being able to share that with other people, because I feel like when you're around other experienced DJs, obviously there's that intimidation, right? Because like they've been playing for so long and you're like, oh my God, what if I mess up? So that has been kind of like one of the things that I'm so happy with, if I get to play with other new DJs specifically, but also with more experienced DJs, I feel like I get to learn so much more.
Yep.
So it has been such a great experience to be able to play with like, you know, older DJs, more experienced DJs who have been so kind to me. For example, the people at Flow State City, Flow State KL, they do open decks, I think like once a month. Usually it's in like a cafe, but sometimes I think now they've been like moving around to different events. So that was like one of the first few times I also got to play in front of a new crowd, like non-familiar faces, other DJs. So it's like very nerve-wracking, but at the same time it's an open deck, so I could just play whatever I wanted. And from the first time that I played with them, they were so welcoming and they were so helpful. Like I didn't know what to expect, because obviously the intimidation is still there, but I think they've just been so kind and so helpful. And up until now, they have kept in contact, and I think I look at them as my mentor, because they know so much about the industry, they know so much about music, they know so much about the technical stuff, and they've been so helpful with also helping me like rent out gears and stuff like that. If let's say I have a show, for example, they were so helpful with, okay, you can contact this person for sound, you can contact this person for like renting a controller. So I feel like so far I've been very blessed to have great experiences with the people that I've met. Yeah.
That sounds great, because sometimes you can fall off the wrong side of the industry and experience negative things in your first year. Yeah. And then it just...
Yeah, that's true. But I think it's also because I haven't played in, I would say, for example, a lot of clubs, right? Because I think the industry is also very small. Yeah. It's growing, but it's still very small. And you see kind of like the same faces and the same names after a while. So I think I have not been able to penetrate that industry just yet. I think I'm still kind of like at the perimeter of where it is actually happening, right? And hopefully one day soon I'll be able to experience that kind of environment as well. But I think for now, looking at it from the outside, I do still see like, you know, like you said, the goods and the bads, the highs and the lows. So it is scary to know that if I were to proceed and progress more into my craft and going into the industry like that, those things are there. Yes. So I'm kind of always just keeping an eye out as well. Yeah.
That's actually the purpose of the show, because when I first started, I didn't know how the industry was. And it was very nerve-wracking when I entered, and I was like, okay, it looks like a pretty picture from the outside, but from the inside it's not. And when I was thinking about making this show, I thought of, you know, younger DJs, newer DJs, they should have an idea. They could hear from people who have 20 years of experience in this industry and people who are more new to the industry, so they can see the experience and they can prepare themselves.
Yeah, of course.
So I feel like if someone were to watch this it would help them.
Yeah.
So I hope it would help the new DJs. So, what is your guilty pleasure track that everyone hates? Oh, what's wrong with you?
Wait. Okay, I think I understand your question.
A track you love, but when you play it, not many people vibe to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, let me think. I think at the moment it's also quite hard to tell what people don't like when they like when I play, because I think people are also being very kind to me. They're like, you know, they're not being super harsh about it. I think whatever I play, like
You
people
can see it on their face though. They're like, okay, we're just waiting for the next track. You know, they're not vibing totally.
Yeah,
When
okay.
you love it.
I can't think of anything at the moment. Like nothing too obvious, but there is a track that I love to play, but I don't know how much more I can play until people get sick of it, which is this Michael Jackson remix of Rock With You. And it goes into this like really funky, deep bass line at the chorus, and it's so unassuming. So far, I've seen like whenever I drop it, people like they kind of respond well to it, but I think I've played it so much that I actually don't know if they're like responding it the same way that I am anymore. So yeah, I think that's one of the songs that I don't know, it might have an expiry date, who knows?
Yeah, no, I understand that.
There's one song that I have not played yet, but I think if I did, people would be so like weirded out by it because it's so random. It's Zed's Clarity. Dude, I can't imagine being able to drop that song anywhere, to be honest. Like, I would love to.
I have, and it's good.
Okay, that's noted.
It's good, especially like in a pop set. I
Yeah.
have done Clarity and a few other of Zed's songs. I remember one night I did, it was a complete 2010s pop night.
Yeah.
And it was at Backroom, and now that's 6 at Gameshow. I did Clarity and what was the other one? Why can't I remember the name?
There's like Stay the Night. There's
Yes, Stay the Night.
the one with Haley Williams.
Yeah. So I did like Clarity and Stay the Night, and people were like, this is what I wanted
Okay.
when I was a child.
That's what I want. Like,
Yeah.
dude, if I entered a club and that was like the first song that I heard, I would lose my shit.
You know,
I will tell you that much.
Especially the intro.
Yeah.
You played and it was like, what? I was like, but you gotta find the crowd.
Yeah.
2010 pop people.
Exactly. That's like,
universe.
dude, when I was going clubbing in that era, it was EDM everywhere, and I can't imagine listening to EDM now in the club. Like, I think it's so rare to find,
Yeah.
unless you go to like a more specific one. But even then, they don't really play a lot of like those 2010s EDM anymore.
Yeah.
And those are the kind of shit that I vibe to. So I try to kind of find like edits of those kind of tracks to be able to play it. Maybe it's a little bit more relevant to today's sound, but I still kind of want to play it. So usually stuff like, you know, like Calvin Harris, I would try to find an edit that's a little bit more like UKG or Jersey to kind of fit with what people want to listen to now. But I still would love to like one day just be able to just like, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm just gonna drop it.
We have to hold like a 2010 party, something
Oh
like
yeah,
that, because
that sounds amazing.
now that Backroom is closed and it's into
Wait, it's
six.
closed?
And
No,
they turned
it's
into
the
six.
other way around.
Yeah, but they turned the name into 6.
Back?
Yeah, back to 6
Oh.
again. So, but it's not the 2010 era style. It's the typical club style.
Yeah.
I think the only place that still plays these kind of songs is Trek.
Oh, I haven't been to Trek in a very long time.
So,
That's probably why I didn't know.
yeah, so either we throw a party of our own, we'll put in a calendar, or we have to find a way to penetrate Trek.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about this later.
Yes, that's private matter. Okay, that was the end of round 1, and we're gonna go for round 2.
Okay.
Spin again.
I'm scared.
Don't be, it's okay. Worst case scenario, we'll take a shot.
Oh.
We get to spin again.
Do we? Okay, you know what? Fine. Okay, let's do it.
It's okay. If you want, it's okay.
No, let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. See?
Let's go.
Let's go. Are you ready for the hard
Let's do it.
section?
Do I have a choice?
No.
Let's go.
I may be nice on the outside, but I'm evil on the inside.
That's what the shots are for.
Yeah, exactly. What is the #1 issue you face as a DJ? You know, especially like 1 year into it, you still are looking at new issues. So what's like the biggest issue you have?
Obviously, the biggest issue is getting gigs. I think getting shows is, I think it's forever gonna be the hardest thing for a DJ. I think anywhere, not just in Malaysia or KL, just like anywhere in general, but especially as a new DJ, it's almost impossible unless you really try to put yourself out there, which is what I'm trying to do now. But again, like if you don't get shows, you don't get to play. If you don't get to play, people are not gonna hear what you're gonna have to, what you can offer. So personally, for me, I feel like I've had to get over this slump of like, the only time I get to play is if I have a show.
Yeah.
And that's when I started pivoting to just, you know what, I'm just gonna record every set that I play because it's also a portfolio for me. But it has still proven very hard because people don't really watch your sets unless you're like at a certain level. Then they kind of like, you know, find you on YouTube or like your social media and stuff. So it has been a very big struggle for me to try to find gigs and shows that I can play for the public. It's been okay lately, but I've been getting more like either events or like private events or closed events or like super chill kind of shows or gigs that maybe people don't really go to or like they expect to listen to another kind of music. So I kind of had to adapt and just change the kind of music that I play to be able to, you know, there's a time and place to play certain songs, right? So I think that's definitely one of the biggest struggle. But another big struggle that goes hand in hand with that is after a while, it is about who you know.
Yeah.
It's about who you know in the industry and how do you get your foot in the door. And I think after a while, even if you try so hard to like practice and like be good at what you're doing, there is still that barrier to entry, and it's usually social or like political within the industry itself. You know, like all these venue owners or managers, they have their own pool of DJs that they go to.
Yeah.
It's always the same people. And I don't blame them, but at the same time, it's like, it's really prohibiting a lot of newer talents and newer DJs to enter the scene. And I think after a while, it's also a double-edged sword situation because when people go out, after a while, you just get the same kind of music and the same people, right? So it is also affecting the club scene in general. So I feel like that's definitely one of the biggest things that I've had to experience personally. It's just knowing that shit, if you don't have that foot in the door, it's really, really hard to get there. And I don't know how long it'll take, but now I'm just kind of like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna just try and play wherever I can. So I'll just make a show out of something. Yeah.
But you know something interesting that DJ Kuma said yesterday? Do you know DJ Kuma?
I have heard of him, yeah.
So he has like 20 plus years of experience, and he told me that still he emails places like, well, for him now is outside of Malaysia.
Yeah.
But it was like, I still sit down and email resorts, email international clubs that, hey, this is who I am. I would like to play with you guys. I was like, after 25 years of experience, your name is out there. We still have to do this?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it never ends. If you don't chase it, it won't come to you unless you're like James Hype or Fred again. You know? It won't happen until you reach that point.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. I thought it would end
the reality check is it's real,
I really did think it will end at one point.
Yeah.
But unless you're like one of those DJs at, you know, the typical clubs where they keep booking you, it won't happen apparently. Okay, next question. How many venues have you played at?
Oh, I think I can count them. Hold on, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I mean, if you include like private events and parties and stuff, I think I've played maybe in like 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're in the DJing community, you definitely hear stories from your boyfriend.
Yeah.
You can also say if he has this issue. Have you ever had a payment issue?
Oh, of course, 100%. I think every DJ that I know would have this problem.
So was there a place that didn't pay you out of these 9 places?
They paid me late, but...
How late is late?
See, I didn't get it as bad. Mine was maybe like a month and a half, but I've heard horror stories where they didn't pay for 3 or 6 months. Some are even chasing up until this day. They just kind of like, you know, clubs do these things where they just like close, change management, and they just move on to the next one. And then you end up finding these people anyway because the pool is so small. Like KL is only so small, you know? And then you kind of meet them again, and after a while, you're just like, the hell? Like, where's my money, bro? Like, don't make me turn into a loan shark. But personally, for me, I think also I haven't been able to play at these venues yet. So I have not had the pleasure of experiencing that. It's like a rite of passage, right? But I've had, like, I think the latest payment was about a month and a half. But even then, that wasn't really the venue issue. It was more like an events thing. So that's fine. Like, I understand that. But I've heard stories from my boyfriend. Even recently, even less than a year ago, also it's also hard for him because he was going through another person that helped to book the gig for him, so finance stuff wasn't on his domain, it was on somebody else's. So on his end also, he's just like, there's only so much I can push you because you also have to push the venue and the managers. But I think that took maybe almost 3 months, and that was just in the last 6 months. Before that, there were instances where it's been 6 months, 9 months, So so far I think I've been quite quote unquote lucky that has been the longest that I've had to wait, but I've heard all the stories. No?
Then take a shot. The thing with the hard
It's not my
questions-
story to tell.
No, that is true. That is true.
Okay.
It's okay, right?
You know
Because it's
what?
not your story to tell.
But it's my shot to take.
No, it's okay. I'll forgive you for this one because you're right. It could happen. It's not your place to tell the name.
Yeah.
So okay.
You sure? I'm ready to take a shot.
It's okay. Here's the next question. Have you faced? Okay, no. You said there's no toxicity.
No, I did not say that.
Yeah. No, did you?
But no toxicity in the industry?
You said that everyone's been nice to you, so you haven't faced toxicity.
Oh,
Have you faced toxicity from other DJs?
I think I've faced people don't like it when there's other people also doing what they do. So I think there are instances where I feel the death stare.
Okay.
And you can kind of tell when someone doesn't really want you to be there, but you're there. So it's kind of like I feel the evil eye. It's just like
From other DJs?
I would say probably other DJs, yeah. I think that people always have this fear that someone's gonna replace you, or the potential of another person taking another person's opportunity. And I definitely have felt that. That and also the lack of support.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think it's loud.
Yes.
You can tell.
Yeah.
So I think that has definitely been one of the downsides to it. It's the more you progress into this industry or into this craft, the more you realize that maybe some people don't want to see you progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
Definitely felt that.
Do you remember an instant from a specific person that you can name? I know that face. That's a yes face.
I can't say it.
Exactly.
I will take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I cannot because holy shit. Okay.
Whichever you like. God bless you. This one's been
Cool.
Yeah. And these are food coloring because I realized in the previous episode, the DJs were going for.
What was that pause?
No, I don't know what it is. That's the problem. I was thinking, what did I pour in that?
Okay. I'm just gonna open this as a chaser. I never know. Jeez. Okay.
And bon appetit. Cheers and.
Let's kickstart this. Do I even want to smell it? I'm a bit scared.
You can.
Oh, I know what it is.
Is it the vinegar?
It's the vinegar. Pink vinegar.
Okay, vinegar's healthy. That was the best reaction we've had though.
That's good for you.
Yeah, it is.
It's good for my throat. Oh my god.
You kept your composure. 10 out of 10. There's peanuts as well. Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, morning vinegar shot.
You know what? Next round, if I ever have to take a shot, I'm just gonna try to pull a poker face. Then we'll see. We'll see how I do.
Okay, alright.
But yeah, okay.
The last question. What do you think is the biggest issue in the nightlife industry as a newbie that you've seen? And other than getting gigs on payment, do you think there's a toxic side to all of this?
Oh, 100%. I think just to add on to what I said earlier, it's always that feeling of competition, whether people say it or not, right? By the end of the day, everyone's also chasing that opportunity. Everyone's also trying to get their shot at playing and at, spinning at all these different places. So I feel like there's always this I think the word that I would use is this gatekeeping culture that I freaking hate, because I feel why are we gatekeeping anything at this point, right? I understand the need to protect or keep something sacred, or maybe even not make it easier for other people just to see if they would put in the effort, right? But at the same time, I feel like the gatekeeping culture is so real and so toxic that it's also inhibiting other people to joining, and it's not a welcoming community anymore, which I feel like is such a shame because we have such an opportunity to grow the community and to grow the environment and also to make a difference in the scene as well, because I know all these people are also facing issues with like club owners and like venue managers, but you're also gatekeeping it, so it's like you're also perpetuating the problem. So I feel like that's definitely like a disadvantage to many, but I think people also like could be opportunists. They just kind of want everything for themselves, and I think after a while the greed kind of consumes them. And yeah, I think that's the one thing that I feel like it's such a shame that people just try to not even gatekeep venues or like opportunities, but also like, for example, like songs. and I know this is like there's a point of contention, and I feel like it's a very polarizing topic to talk about, but I feel like even when it comes to like songs, right, you know, you have like people who just kind of like go to the deck and just like do that or just do that, right? Which is, I think it's not wrong for you to want to ask, or like it'd be not wrong for you to want to like keep it to you, because that is also something that makes you different, because you put in the work to dig for songs. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people gatekeep too much, that they're also taking away opportunities from, for example, producers. People who produce the songs, people who make the edits. And it's a shame that it's so hard for people to share with other people. Not to say you just give like a song bank to you, like that's not what I'm talking about, but it's more of like the songs that you have, it makes you a different DJ, but it doesn't make you a better DJ. Right? Like another DJ could have the same songs that you have, but may not play it the same way as you, right?
You can play a song and transition in 100 different ways.
And you can also like prepare it in so many different ways, and it sounds completely different. So I feel like even just that, those are examples of how I think people are so worried that their opportunities are going to be taken away from them, that they have this gatekeeping culture. And I feel like that's such a shame, because I see a lot of other industries outside where they have been so welcoming and so nice. Like producers have been so nice. If you like tag them, they feel so grateful, you know? So even stuff like that, I just feel like, oh, it's such a shame that people are not talking about the people that make the songs sometimes, you know?
No, I feel what you mean. It's like the people who are in the industry that keep the gigs to themselves and their friends, they feel threatened. You know, if you think that you're already good enough, and you call what we do toxic, but you're also part of the toxicity.
Yeah, you're enabling it.
Yeah, you call out venues, managers, other places that have their own community that they don't allow you in, but you're doing the same thing to other DJs. You are part of the toxicity. You know? So I definitely feel you. I think it never goes away.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't think so, yeah.
I asked this from like Alam, Kuma. They all say the same thing. It is still there. It never goes away. It was always like that. And no matter how big you get, it's still like that.
Yeah.
I wish we could just
break it out, right? Yeah.
Break and rebuild, you know? Okay, last round. You ready?
Let's go. Okay. Do we already do the harpa?
Yeah, but I can ask different sets of questions.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Round 3.
Okay, let's go.
Imagine there's a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
And in order for you to survive, you have to give up 3 DJs. Who? I want to point out that Wavy yesterday named you. So you're gone.
Bitch.
You're gone, okay? You are a zombie right now. You have been sacrificed for Wavy to survive.
What?
Yes.
We're gonna have a talk later. Girl.
So yeah, just to point that out, if you want to put her on the list. But you know,
you completely like pushed her under the bus. Well, I was gonna find out anyway.
Yeah, you know, you would have seen the video.
Oh my god.
But you know, she said with all the love she has, she loves you girls. But Kopi Peng.
Oh my god. Okay, Wavy. Number 1. Oh my god, it's actually really hard.
Yeah. Are you gonna sacrifice people you hate or people you love?
See, that's the thing. Even if I say both, it's like it's equally as horrible. Okay.
Maybe went the other way. She was like, the 3 people I love because they're great. But I was like, okay. So you're gonna sacrifice for you to survive, okay?
Yeah, I'll take a shot.
You'll take a shot?
I'll take a shot. No, just to make things interesting since it's already the last round. Fuck it. I'm watching you, baby. I'm just gonna keep. Oh, that's olive oil, isn't it? You know what?
You can take another shot if you want.
I don't think that makes it any better for the rest.
No,
of the song.
there are a mint water. There is water. There is regular sujo. You know. Do you want me to recommend one?
Oh yeah, just give me one.
You can take the green one, because that's Wavy's favorite color. Now that you're going for her.
Okay. Mazel tov.
What was it? Oh my god.
Poker face.
Okay. You know, yesterday Wavy took the same shot and her one was salt water.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks to be you. Moving on.
You're keeping the composure. I don't even know if it was bad or good. We will find out later. Yeah. What is the worst experience you had? Like the worst mess up, or just someone else coming and messing up your set? Anything?
I wouldn't say it's like, I don't think I've had situations where they come and mess up my set per se. Oh, I'm very lucky that has not happened yet, because I've heard stories of other people getting that, right? Or like cutting their set in half and then like having another person jump in. I've seen it happen in my own eyes, and I'm just like, the fuck, you know? Like you can't just cut a set and then just like put somebody on and have it be okay, you know? But I've had instances where I didn't have enough songs in my bank, and then the owner of the venue was like, I want you to drop this. And I'm like, fuck, I don't have this song. And they're like, I want this. And I froze. Like, luckily my boyfriend was there because we were playing at a private event. It was for a launch party. But the owner was there, and she was like, I want this song. I want hip hop. I want this. And I'm like, I don't have the original. And I was just like, fuck, maybe I can find an edit. And I was like scrambling. The song was, you know, like the song was finishing, and I was like seeing everything turned red. And I just froze. And then my boyfriend just like came in and just like put his thumb drive and he started playing, right? And then for him, it's just like, okay, done. You can take over. And I was just like, no, it's okay. Yeah. I don't want to take over anymore. Like you could see the look on people's faces when, obviously, like during the whole situation, I also fucked up my transition because I wanted to just like play to the next song, but then I didn't have time to put another song. So it just kind of like went back to my loop, and then I was panicking. So, and I was like, I would consider one of like my bigger events, because I played for 3 hours for the first time. I had the opportunity to play at the main bar, and people were just watching the whole time, right? And you can tell that when you play something, their eyes just goes like, the fuck, you know? And they think you're gonna play another song and it's an edit of that song, and they're just like, they look hype, and then suddenly they're just like, oh, what the hell is this? So I think it was the best experience in a sense where I got to try something new and push myself to that limit, but it was also horrible because everyone was there and I couldn't give them what they wanted. And it was like a wake-up call for me, because the next day my boyfriend, we had like a post-mortem, my boyfriend was like, what happened? Did you freeze? I'm like, yeah, I froze. And he's like, and then what? I'm like, and then what? Like, I couldn't do it. And that's why like I needed you to be there to like help me through it. He's like, but you can't do this all the time. I know I can't do this all the time, but at that moment, that's all I could do. And I'm so thankful that you came in to save it. But now I can just tell you that I'll just be more prepared. And he's just like, you're gonna have to learn. I'm like,
it is a rite of passage.
Yeah.
It is. You have to do these mess ups to be prepared for the next time. Okay. Is there an overrated thing about this career that you didn't realize it when you were starting or before you even entered this industry?
Clout culture is real. You see it a lot on Instagram, right? Like people always post the highlights of things, but there's a reason why they never post transitions. And you can see a lot of DJs do that. Like they'll play the song that they play, but they would never ever post transitions. It's because with Instagram and with social media, it's always the highlight reel, right? Like you always show the best parts. You always should show the parts that people dance and the parts that people like were vibing to you. But then if you were there physically, it is completely opposite of what you see on social media. So I think that was definitely one of the things that I feel like, oh damn, like you really can't trust what you see on social media. But yeah, I'm also calling out people who never actually post their sets online because I know why you don't post it. Right? But again, like I said, it's clout culture. People want what other people want. Right? And the more popular they get, the more other people want them. But it's not a testament to how good they are. And I think that's such a shame, because like when you're perpetuating that, people just kind of want to see your followers or how you look on the decks. I've heard stories where somebody was playing, she was much better than the other DJ, then suddenly the owner was like, can you switch back? Just because the other DJ was like maybe more marketable. And that's just like, what the fuck? People do that? They don't give a shit how the music sounds like, but it happens. And fortunately for me, I have not been in that situations, but obviously I was not chosen to be in certain situations, possibly because of that as well. So I have to also open my mind up to the possibility of maybe I'm not getting gigs because of XYZ. And that's a hard truth to swallow. So now I think I'm just like focusing on my craft and what I can do, and just at least making sure that if I do get to play a gig, they know what they're getting. You know, like it's not gonna be a surprise.
But no, I understand what you mean. At first when I started, I had the same mindset. But then when I started making content and I had to focus on posting transitions, once for this cafe rave, I prepared this amazing transition to 3 songs with a beat. I practiced it at home like many times and it was good. Put my DJI, pressed record, fucked it up so bad. And then after that was like, that was my content for Monday. You know what? I'll post it. That post got me 10K followers.
Oh.
And I have been thankful that I posted a fail. Because people were like, oh, you don't know how to DJ, you know? And then in 2 weeks, I posted the correct version and I referred to the other post. That one got also like, the first post got 2 million views, the other one got 1 million views. And I realized that I should post whether I mess up or it's good.
It's the reality of it, right?
And I realized that a lot of the comments were like, wow, I didn't know DJs messed up. I was like, yeah, because you only see the good parts.
Exactly.
And it was a good change of pace because I realized, okay, people like this. So then every time I had a gig, I would just randomly record. If it was bad or good, I wouldn't care. I would post it and it worked out really well.
Because it's the reality of it, right? And I think that's something that I actively try to do as well. Like make sure that I always record the moment, because if people are not there, they would never know. And for somebody who does not get as many shows as they would like, I would have to just post up whatever I can because people wouldn't know you otherwise. So unfortunately, I do have to play the social media game, but I also want to try to be as authentic and as true as possible and make sure I'm also not conning people at the same time, you know? And I really hope, and I pride myself on my work ethic, so I hope that whenever people hire me and hopefully I do a good job and I play well, that they're also like, okay, thank God, like we didn't make a mistake, you know? So that's always something that rings true to me, to just make sure that I focus on my craft, and everything else is just fluff, right? If it's not for you, it's not your opportunity, it's fine. Like I move on to the next thing. I don't really dwell on why was I not there? Like there are a lot of shows that I wish that I was the one playing, but obviously I can't change people's decisions and I can't force myself into a place that I'm not supposed to be in. So I'm like, okay, fine, move on to the next one.
But yeah, if you ever had a mistake, guys, post it. There's nothing wrong with that.
It happens, it's life. Oh, but actually one of the horrible experiences that I had just recently was I played at an open deck in PJ, and then they kind of had our DJ booth right opposite the vinyl booth. And the vinyl booth was playing music so loud that when we were playing on our speakers were just facing us. It was not even facing the crowd. You can't hear shit. And everyone was just fighting for sound. Literally, just like if you're in the middle, you just hear muddled sounds from both ends, and everyone was just increasing their volume, like ego playing.
To a point that it would just.
I was in the middle. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is happening? And this is not pleasant for the audience.
Of course.
But they don't give a shit. Like they'll just play that. So I think that was definitely one of those moments where I would call him my mentor because he's helped me so much, which is like. The person that organized Open Deck, he was just like, you know what? Sometimes in life, shit happens. You just gotta move on. I'm just like, I like that. Like, I like that you also know what you cannot change and just, you know what? It's life, move on. On to the next one.
For the last question, is there a funny story that you have?
Funny story. There was this one time that I was supposed to play at an event in Cyberjaya. It was so random. It was an event. It was a running event. So obviously it's like the demographic is families and kids and older people and like, you know, people in finance and stuff like that. And we were supposed to basically play for the after party. But I think, you see, when it comes to events, right, I think a lot of people just think about, oh, let's just have a DJ. People will love the DJ. But they don't think of like how people would respond to it. Like maybe it's not the kind of music they want to listen to. So I had to prepare for a 3-hour set. When I got there, by the time I got to play, it was empty.
Damn.
Like people were just walking around, like getting their medals, like going out, and the space that was supposed to fill up was completely empty. And I was just, and then literally I put my thumb drive, and then they were just like, you just play lah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So I just played, and then they would just start packing up while I was playing. I just started playing, they just started packing up.
That just feels so good.
Yeah, so I was just like, damn, this sucks, bro. Like, if I were ever in this situation again, it would not be fun. But I kind of made the most of it. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I got speakers, I got a deck. Just plug in my music and just play. And then like, I think half an hour later, one person, bless her heart, she came, she's like, I love your set. Yeah. I was like, thank you so much. I was playing for no one, but you know what? Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, so I think having people just basically like pack shit up while you're playing, it's a humbling feeling.
Yeah, no.
But I think a lot of DJs go through that, and you kind of have to experience it. Yeah.
I had nights at Backroom where I was playing on Saturday and it was packed. But then like after a few months of playing on packed dance floor, I got one Wednesday empty. And when I came back, my boyfriend was like, was it a good practice? Did you practice your transitions, tried new songs? I was like, yeah, actually, because there was no one there, I tried daring transitions. Yeah. So after that, whenever anywhere is empty, I'm like, okay.
It's a practice ground.
Yeah, let me try the songs I never wanted to play. Yeah. Because I knew maybe I'm gonna mess up. Yeah. So I always look at it as an opportunity.
Yeah. I think like once you have that perspective shift, everything just changes. And then now I just take it as like, if I do get paid for a gig and it's completely empty, it's a paid practice.
Yeah, it's a paid practice, exactly. That's a good way.
So that's how I see it.
Okay, that was the last question. Do producers have any extra questions to ask? What do you got?
I'm wondering, like, at what point is an audience, like the listeners, they're not entitled to something? Because remember you said about like
requests.
Requesting things when it was like the groom and the bride suggestion.
Yeah. I think it's time and place, man. Like there's a time and place for everything. Like if your request makes sense, fine. You know, like because I would consider that you are also thinking about the crowd. You're not just thinking about yourself. But a lot of times that people would just come and just ask for impossible requests. And I'm just like, first of all, did you not hear the songs that I was playing? That's number one. And number two, this is not about you. Like you can't just ask me to drop like fucking Soulja Boy at a wedding or some shit. You know, like as an example.
Imagine you're playing house music and I'm like, can you play Justin Bieber?
Yeah, and then they go to you like, imagine you're just playing like Neo Soul and they go, can you play Fiend? I'm like, girl, I don't have Fiend, the fuck? Like I was literally playing like 90 BPM, you want to just drop Fiend? So that happens a lot. Yeah. I think that's where I'm just like, no, sorry, I don't have that song. What do you mean? Can't you search for it? I'm like, no.
It's all downloaded.
It's all downloaded. People. Like I'm not streaming from Spotify. Yeah. So I think that's also a common misconception that people think that they can just ask for everything and then you can just find it. Yeah.
I think unless you're throwing the event, either bridegroom or birthday person, you don't get to choose the song anymore.
Yeah. Like that's what the DJ's for.
Yeah.
Like trust the process, you know?
Unless it's the birthday person or bride and groom, then you're paying, you tell me what you want.
Yeah, true.
Anything else? Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Amazing.
Yeah, I had a really good talk.
It was a good boost of energy in the afternoon.
Yeah. And also,
you're already energetic. I was like, I'm
really?
Yeah, but I came.
Girl, I was like so worried because I came in like so tired.
What was the shot?
Oh yeah, what was the shot?
I was just gonna say like I'll do one shot for the road just to kind of like get 3 shots in.
Okay.
Vinegar. This is just like mint water.
Mint water, okay.
It's just mint water.
So it wasn't that bad?
No.
Okay.
But this next one that I take might be bad, so we shall see.
Okay.
I'm just gonna open this. You don't want to take a shot? You know exactly what's in these shots.
I don't know. You see, last time I knew, but now I don't. So I'll take this.
Sampai.
Oh.
So what was
I
it?
love life.
I had soju.
Oh, that's fine.
I had water.
I had soju mixed with vinegar.
Oh. I think I've been really lucky. Literally, like, I got all the, I mean,
Yeah.
except for the vinegar, the first one, which was a little bit like, whoa.
The rest was okay.
The rest is just water.
Why did I take a shot again?
For
Why
fun.
not?
Why did I do that?
For fun. Duh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Bye bye.